Sushil Kumar is this remarkable man who grew up in Chakia and who went away for a bit and made it big in the mining industry and then came back to set up a school with William Ralston Saul, who was a colleague of his. And they're now co-founders of Levana Public School, which is far and away the best school in the region.
I don't think there's anyone quite like Sushil, to be honest. He's full of energy, full of ideas, and he sort of somehow makes it all work. He wants his students to go on to university and go on and do the same kind of thing that he's done, basically.
The reaction of the children towards me was I guess like to how they might be if they received a new toy. So I came and there was a surge of interest in who I was and the fact that I looked different.
Hey dude, how are you, dude? How are you?
They have quite a lot of teachers who are sort of fluent in English, but it's a very kind of Indian English. It's not a sort of comprehensive understanding of the language.
Sushil's dream, I think, is to have every kid leaving Levana fluent English. And fluent not just in kind of stilted English, which is correct according to the dictionary, but also in a way so that they can very freely interact with an English kid. And I think that's very feasible because the difference between the sound of English when I arrived and when I left was very big, and also between the year before I arrived and when I arrived, because I had a long chat with the previous gap year student, and the difference was huge. And if that's the difference they can make in 1 year between the years of 11 and 12, between 12 and 18, you can make a huge difference, especially with that presence of English students. The idea is that you teach them stuff which they'll be interested in and which they'll engage in, and you teach them in English and the English will just rub off and they'll learn it conversationally and they'll learn idioms.
You know, I did lessons on the Tudors, I did geography lessons, I had them creating their own country, you know, it just didn't matter.
We did lots of math puzzles, which was a lot of fun, like kind of magic squares. We did magic tricks, that kind of thing. I even taught them that.
I think the best thing Levana gets out of having the gap year students is that it brings in a new set of ideas and a new kind of energy to change things and make them better, which is really what the whole idea is about. You know, it's just another aspect, another culture, another sort of way of looking at things that they get to experience, which otherwise they wouldn't.
William Ralston Saul, the co-founder, Lavender, his mother, and Max, his son, were all going to be arriving. They said that one of the competitions that would be judged, and for which the prize would be given on the day, would be an essay writing competition.
You know, we were really trying to get them to kind of think for themselves and be creative.
I tried to kind of run debates about animal cruelty, women's rights, the existence of God, I mean, these kind of things.
They put a lot of trust in us, and they were also very happy to listen to our ideas. So there really is scope to make a difference, which I think is nice.
I really think that the benefit which gap year students bring to Levana is invaluable, actually. And not just academically, but also in the sense that it broadens the horizons of these kids, most of whom who have never left their immediate village, have certainly never gone to Delhi, much less traveled to Europe. It's an eye-opener. It gives the sense that there's an entire world out there, and also brings the idea that these kids, if they really want to, can do the same kind of thing, can go to university and then go to Europe in the same way as Sushil himself has done.
Yeah, I'd love the chance to go back there whenever I can. I'm sure I will sometime in the future.
It was a sad moment to leave.